You
All right. What is up, YouTube? It's your glorious host, Martin Hill, back with another one. I got my homie Will here. We are mutuals from TikTok. I actually met Will at DreamCon this year, real randomly. Believe it or not, it was 3 days that I ran into Will at one of the after parties on Sunday. So, Will, tell the people about what you do.
Oh, so how y'all doing? My name is We Will Will. Nice to meet you all. I'm an assistant designer for Levi's on the men's denim team. So I help design all men's denim for Levi's as an assistant globally. So you ever see a baggy jean, a boot cut jean, any type of shorts, just know I was the assistant who designed that. And I'm currently based in San Francisco, but I'm from Houston, Texas. I went to University of Texas in Austin. I majored in fashion, I minored in business, and I got a digital arts and media certificate. And as you can tell, I'm a big anime fan. So yeah.
Yeah, so when I started following you, no. Matter of fact, Will, this is crazy. So I actually took pictures of you and met you last year.
Oh really?
Yeah, we didn't really get to chop it up while we was in Austin. So I took pictures of you when you were best genius last year at DreamCon.
Oh.
Cause last year I have a video on YouTube where I took like picture one video was just full of pictures. And then of course I did a
Yeah.
vlog. But you were one of the people I caught. And
Mhm.
man, doing that was so dope. Like the whole fit was so like it was fly. It wasn't just like a regular best genius. It was truly fly. And I think I ran into your page right after DreamCon, and that happened to a lot of people that I meet at DreamCon. So I ended up following you, and I did see that you say you were a Levi designer. I thought that was really dope as well, and it fit in with the fact that like how you did your best genius cosplay. Can you talk about that just a little bit?
Yeah. So fun fact, that's my first cosplay ever. I've never cosplayed before. That was my first cosplay ever. That DreamCon was my first DreamCon. That DreamCon was my first anime con. And I don't even know what made me come up with the idea to be best genius. I think just me being a designer at Levi's and be surrounded by denim, I was just like, you know what?
Cause you rocked
I'm gonna
that,
be
bro.
best
You
genius.
rocked that.
You said what?
Let's say you rocked it. I don't see why do
Oh,
you,
okay.
why don't you bring it out more often? I mean, you even though it's your first cosplay, you probably don't consider yourself a cosplayer. But honestly, like that's a great start though.
See, and that's the crazy thing. So for me, like, I didn't know that cosplay, like, you can wear a cosplay more than once. I always thought it was like you do it once and then that's it. But then coming to see, like, as I continue to grow in the anime space, like, no, people redo their cosplays. It's like it's saved for like another convention or another year. So I didn't know that, and it's like, because I've never, like I said, I've never cosplayed before. I'm just thinking like, okay. And then for me too, like, to be honest, like when it comes to like creative ideas that I be doing, I'm kind of in that mindset of like, once I do it, I'm like, okay, that was that era. It's time to figure out the next thing and go on from there. There, I never usually like. I think the best comparison is like, artists when they drop an album, it's like they drop their album, they do the press run for it and everything, and then when that's done, they go to the next album. You know what I'm saying? So, but if there's anything I learned from going to DreamCon again this year, I'm like, dang, I should have brought it back. I should definitely keep that cosplay going because it's like that's definitely a cosplayer. Is like I didn't even know how great of it. Like, I really did put a different spin on it. Like I got like the denim tears on it. I got my pick in the back of my head. I got these cool shades. So I'm just like, I should definitely bring it back. So
Yeah, you were in your bag with that one, and like I won't say do a cosplay and get rid of it because most of the time, like the ones you make by hand are some of the best ones, and to me, it's some of my favorite ones. Like, I mean, you can always redo it. It's not so it's more of repackaging when it comes to a cosplay. Because I mean, some of my cosplays I do multiple times, and I've even redesigned them twice. Like my Madara cosplay, to me, is one of my more famous cosplays. The very first one I did, if you ever go back and look at my pen videos, the first one was made out of complete cardboard. The second one I made all out of foam, which I got from Harbor Freight, and like
mhm.
So making it by hand for one makes it that much dope, more dope. So people will almost never get tired of it. It's all about how you present it differently. Just like
Mm-hmm.
a series of albums, they might have part one, part two, part three, but each of them have their own unique take on it. Just like
Yeah.
Uzi's new, I don't never know how to say it, Eternal Attack. It's a whole alien spaceship type album, but
Yeah.
like each one
Yeah.
is different. So I should say you
Yeah,
should
it's
never
true.
put that up
Or like
because
like Lil Wayne, the Carter one, Carter two, Carter three, like Carter four. It's still the Carter, but it's like a different. You know what I'm saying? It's in that family. I see what you're saying.
yeah. So don't ever put it up and you, man, you put some work into that. You put some work into that. That was dope. Like to do
And
the gene on
then
gene
the
with that swag to it.
the toughest part about that cosplay was getting the top half to sit on my face. So like, I literally got a hanger and fed it through the waistband of the jeans so it could have that structure so it could hold. But also, I literally had clips hooked to my hair so it could hold up the whole day. And don't even it was pulling on my hair and kind of hurt, but like that was like I really had to go. That's one thing I really love about cosplaying, even though I was the first one. Like, cause I come from like a fashion background, going to fashion school. You got to do it like this. You got to be correct. When it comes to cosplaying, what from my understanding, like there is no rules. If you can make it work, you can make it work. If that's with tape, if that's with glue, if that's with staples, whatever you gotta do to make it work, there is no rules, and that's why I felt like it was kind of interesting to like I think that's why it was like an interesting thing for me trying to step out of like going to school and being trained like traditionally. Like, you got to do it like this. You have to sew it like this. With cosplaying, it's free. To your point, it's free. You can do. There is no rules to bringing it together.
Yeah, because I actually have done some sewing myself. I gotta get better at it. I want to do more cosplay with someone because
Mm-hmm.
making it and tailoring it to your specifics makes it not only more comfortable, but it puts more you into it. So
Yeah.
like, I think I have a shirt where I actually sewed an Uchiha sign on it by hand,
Mm-hmm.
and that took me like 3 days. And doing stuff like that also always makes me appreciate the people who do that as a hobby or a job or just like they
Oh
really
yeah.
passionate about it. Like that stuff takes
Most
time.
definitely, most definitely. You know. So.
So did you sew it like you got a sewing machine and you did it with the up there, or is that just like kind of just lightly
Oh,
attached
like
to it?
right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so basically, what I did was so there was no sewing required for that cosplay. So what I went and did was they're just like some jean shorts that I had, and I just opened up the bottom seam, so I seam ripped it so I could fit my head through. I just found some shorts that were small enough but wide enough at the same time, but I could fit my. I just literally seam ripped. I think it was a skirt or a short. I just seam ripped them open at the bottom, and then from there I made sure to like tuck tuck it properly within my jacket so it looks like it was a piece of my jacket. So because if not, I wasn't gonna be able to close the jacket and get it on. So that's what I did. It was like converted and tucked into like kind of like a kind of like Batman, like with his little cowl. Like it's kind of like placed on top of me, like all around, and then I put my jacket on top of it so it could sit properly.
Yeah, it's stuff like that. It'd be like, man, I gotta make this work, and out of nowhere, you get that eureka idea.
Exactly.
Also, me and you before we start recording, you was talking about DJing. So you just a part of the culture at this point. You cosplay, you're a fashion designer, and you DJ. So what got
Hmm.
you into DJing though?
Yeah, what got me into DJing? So what got me into DJing was, I'm a big R&B head. Like I love R&B music. I got an R&B playlist with like 3,000 songs, and what it was, I was trying to learn how to make beats at a time. Cause my mom's in the choir and stuff like that, so she kind of built like a little studio in the crib. So I was just, I was just bored. Like, let me just see what I can do. Let's just say it didn't work. It just making beats, man. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak. So I couldn't really figure it out. So from there, like I said, I love music. I make playlists as a hobby. As little as a hobby with different themes and different essence of what curations. So basically, my friends who are DJs, I we always just chilling at the house one day. And I said, yeah, I was just playing around with your equipment, and I was just messing around, and they were saying that they just loved what I was playing or mixing with. They're like they said like you need to pursue this, and when they told me that, I just never looked back. Like I bought myself speakers. I bought myself. I actually got my first board with me. Bought myself this really small board. I just started learning. I started practicing. I tried to figure it out, and then I got myself a bigger board. And then gratefully, I've been doing gigs since. Like I just did 2 gigs last night. I potentially have a gig tonight. And, I still got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, but like that's really it. I just never look back. Like I would go to work, I would go to the gym or whatever and do something. But most of the times after work, I would take the time to just practice and just learn, watch videos. Other DJs I know, I'll go to their gigs and sets and just watch them spin and watch the music that they play and stuff like that. So yeah,
That's different. I don't hear a lot of DJs that say they go to other DJs just to listen to them. Like, it's so many
yeah. Look,
people that in a whatever craft they in, they don't like to immerse themselves in the competition.
no. Yeah, I'm literally like there's been times where like I'm not DJing at all, but I'm behind the booth and I'm just like watching their hands, watching what they're doing, watching what songs they switch to. It's true. It's a true like the greatest comparison I could say to it, like, and I'm not Kobe, but I'm just saying, like, when it came to Kobe and trying to get better at the game of basketball, like, Kobe would literally call Michael Jordan and be like, "How did you do this one move here? How did you do that?" He would ask questions. He would study the stuff. And for me, that's what I just try my best to do is just really want because I just really wanted to learn. I really wanted to get good at it. So I would always just ask questions, see how people would DJ. How a lot of people DJ differently. Everybody has their own style, but just see for what they're doing, how they're doing, and like how can I make it my own. So,
How long you been actually DJing?
so seriously, I took it seriously. I like to say February, March is when I took it like seriously. Like I got this board around October of last year, but I wasn't really practicing like that or even know what I was doing. I just had the board. But then February, when I bought my bigger board, when people started booking me for certain events, I said, okay, this is when I really took it seriously. And then let's just start getting at it. And then there's something in DJing, it's called blending and mixing from like song to song when you're transitioning. So I start DJing like that since June. Because prior to that, everybody, there's been a big mashup craze. Everybody loves mashups and trying to see what two songs sound good together. So that's really what my first couple months of DJing looked like. It was just me trying to play two songs at the same time, see if they sound good and stuff like that. And I was still DJing, doing gigs, but like I wasn't. I felt like personally, like I wasn't learning the true essence of DJing, like minus the whole mashup thing, like learning how to play one song and smoothly transition to the next one. So we're talking in that sense of the DJ style, like really being like authentic to it. Maybe June, yeah, June of this year.
You gonna ever try to do like some cons maybe? Like
See,
shoot for Dream
see,
Con maybe one year?
that's literally my goal, man. I'm praying to God like that gets to happen because it's just like I remember when I went to DreamCon last year and I seen people dressed up as Demon Slayers as DJs throwing. It was RDC live. I'm like, bro, like this is something I would love to do. This is like I would love to be in this space because as a creative, I really want to do that, and I really want to be able to pursue that. So to answer your question, yeah, I like designing is my main job, but on the side, definitely want to be known as a DJ, just like Virgil and Pharrell. Like I want to like Evil is a good DJ, and he plays good music, and like he got his own vibe. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, to answer your question, yeah.
So if you could be successful, guaranteed, but you only had two avenues, DJing
Mhm.
or designing, which one would you
Mhm.
choose? Like if you took this road, automatically you are like top of your craft now.
Well, which one would I pick?
Yeah, like you gotta let the other one go and pursue one.
Oh, designing. That's always been. I've always wanted to be a designer. That's a childhood dream. I've always wanted to be a creative. I definitely want to be able to be known for what I'm doing, and not because I want for my own self glory, but like I want people to know like dreams really come true, like for real, like Cause like for me, like I don't have a strong design background. I didn't know how to sew until I got to college. Like I had coaches and teachers laugh at my dreams and tell me I wasn't gonna be nobody. And I pray that like with my brand and everything, and when you see me where I go, like dreams really do come true. And especially like when you set your mind to it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely designing. I definitely want my own fashion show. I definitely want my own signature shoe. I definitely want to present at Paris Fashion Week. I definitely want to be able to create, direct, and style people. Like that's definitely like the lane that I would love to go. DJing is definitely just a side passion of mine that I just enjoy. But I know that's not yet.
I'm
Yeah,
with you on
definitely
the.
just.
I'm with you on designing. You know, I love design clothes and stuff. Like I'm wearing something I made now. This scissor shirt.
Okay.
I
Okay. You gonna have to send me that.
yeah.
I'll give you my address after the call.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I designed. No, so she took the picture, but I made it into like
Mhm.
the album art, and I made it in house, and then I of course have this as well.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need that in double XL. Just letting you know.
So, but for legal reasons, which I also need your help with that, probably I've done a lot of
Mhm.
research, but I have to make that more legal. Obviously, as you can see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking in the back of my mind, but like, yeah.
yeah. So like, I my plan at first was I designed. I was like, it's fire. I know I can't sell it. I know they gonna come after me, like knocking on my
They
door.
coming. They
So my
coming.
first
You know,
idea
they
was
listening.
I was gonna give it to like all of my friends and stuff. But I've gotten so many requests for that shirt. I'm thinking I might just drop this, but I have to redesign it to make it legal. So like I've done
Yeah.
research in the logos. I've done research into their actual logo. Like I read their page and what defines their logo. So I have some ideas, but like I need some outside input on it. But if it
Mhm.
works out, like I'm gonna launch this. We looking to launch this December.
This December.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's the only thing that's holding us back is the actual design. Like we have 100 designs for so many things, but like this is the one that has caught everybody's eye.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So
Okay.
so like I said, it's a couple tweets that I have in mind. I'll send it over to you when I'm through, and
Mhm.
you just let me know. So
Mhm.
Will,
Mhm.
I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time, even before I ran into you at DreamCon, bro.
Oh no, I don't know what you're about to ask me, but
How excited were you for the Levi Gundam crossover? Cause I seen you in the full fit. I've seen you in the full fit, the denim fit.
mhm. How excited I was very excited. So I feel anime is the reason why I got into fashion, and that's where I get a lot of my influences from. I'm inspired by everybody in the anime space. From like Givenchy, Rick Owens, Marc Jacobs, etc. But it's like Saint Laurent. But it's just like that's not my background of how I got into fashion and me finding my aesthetic. I'm like I was the only black dude in my design program, and I had a teacher who really believed in me and really helped me find my aesthetic. And I told her like I really like anime, and anime is fashionable. There's no doubt about that. So from there, it was just like me always believing that. So my senior collection was a fusion of my love for like anime and Japanese culture and my Nigerian heritage. Like every design I've ever made in college, or even the way I want to design, is definitely anime inspired. So when the Gundam Levi's collab opportunity came to me, like them like recommending me to be on board of the team, I was happy. Like
Oh,
I
you were a
watched
part of the
30.
team,
Yeah, yeah. I was just the assistant. There's way more people that came into this. The marketing team, the merchandising team. It's a full. I was just the assistant designer on it.
but the
Like
fact that you was a part of it is like dope though.
I'm grateful, and it's my first collab at Levi's. Like you feel me? Like I was 23. Like I'm just like I was the one who watched all the like 30 episodes in 3 days to give us the research and the intel that we needed. Like I made a whole presentation like, oh, we need to do X, Y, and Z. Like because you need people like that. You need people in the room who can consult and people who are true to it. And I was recommended by my VP. Like they thought I'd be the perfect person on the job to be there for the collab and just bring it to life. And I was just happy to see it. And I just remember like that first DreamCon, trying to bring awareness to it and like that first DreamCon was crazy because like I was meeting everybody that I either looked up to on social media or more people, and telling them like, yeah, this collab's about to come out, and I helped work on it, like et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then the next DreamCon, not only do I come back to DreamCon, but I'm a panelist, and I'm talking about my experience about anime and fashion. So it's kind of like crazy how life can just become a full circle for you. So to answer your question, like I'm very grateful for the Levi's Gundam collab. It proved my point when I was a kid. Like anime is the future of fashion. It proved my point.
Most definitely,
So
most definitely. I'm with you on that.
I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that, and I'm excited. And it was well received from my understanding. I was able to, a lot of people were able to get their hands on it. A lot of people who I met at the first DreamCon, I got to tell them like, man, what's your name? What's your contact? I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can hook you up with the pieces with the collab, because for me, I just like to give back. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this space. And a lot of these people, like, I was inspired by them so much and grew up like what they were doing, that it kept me going. Especially as the designer, especially as a creative, especially as a dude who likes anime. Because we all know what it was like growing up like anime. Or you're a nerd, you're weird, X, Y, and Z. But
And now it's the most popular thing in the entire world.
like
That
everybody
is
want to do it.
insane.
I literally believed in it. I always believed. I've been watching anime since I was 3, so it's just like for me, the Gundam Levi's collab will always hold a very special spot in my heart, because it proved my point that anime is the future of fashion, and it also allowed me to connect with everybody that pretty much everybody that I grew up being inspired by, and like wanting to give back to, because of what they did and what the path and lane that they carved allowed me to keep going. So
It's great that you were part of so much, and that you were involved in a lot of this, and this is the reason why I wanted to do the interview, because I was like, this is somebody I feel like more people should know about. Honestly, even if this only reaches a few hundred more people, I feel like more people should know about you. You are embedded in the anime culture, being a part of that collaboration, which for years we had no true collaborations of anime with big brands like that. So that's a spectacle. And Gundam being that, Gundam was my very first anime. Gundam Wing, my very first anime I've ever watched. After that, I was just like that meme. This is the rest of my life now. And I've been on the anime wave ever since then. Haven't gotten off at all. Like I've been on it for years. So I want to ask too, what is like a big anime brand that you like?
a big like anime clothing brand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like what's one that you actually like, or like you like they design at least?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm about to say. I'm definitely hyped man. You know, and being Jordan Bentley, I love everything he's doing. Congratulations on everything he's accomplishing. The panel I just did at DreamCon. I was on the panel with Jordan, so that was really dope, and that was really cool to finally get to meet him. I found out about his brand when I was still in college during the pandemic, and that was the first time I saw a brand where like, oh shoot, like anime and fashion are definitely like combined, and this is the brand. It's not where it's just like a brand is just collaborating with the property. Like, oh, this is an actual brand where like it's anime based. So I'll definitely say High Plan. So congratulations on everything he's doing. I was just in LA actually a couple months ago to go visit his store that just opened up. So it was definitely dope. So
See, yeah, that's just even doper, more and more stuff. That's what I'm talking about, bro. It's incredible that you get to meet all these people that you ran across, and I mean, you super professional. You a cool person on and off camera. Uh, like I understand why these people, recommend you, because, like I said, you really cool, you chill. I feel like it's always a vibe, being around you, and then you into just so many other things. So it's incredible that you yourself don't put out more. I feel, and you probably busy with all this stuff that you do, but I really do encourage you to do more. I feel like the internet is gonna be the way we document things in a way, and I don't think enough people
yeah,
think of it like that. But you really should document, your life more. And of course, I'm gonna have you on my show plenty of times to encourage you to do
I
more.
love man. I would love to be here because it's like I love opportunities like this. I love opportunities with just getting to share my story, just inspire others, and I just want to circle back to what you was telling me. I just want to say thank you, bro. That means a lot. Like for real. Like I genuinely appreciate you telling me that, and I just want to say vice versa. It's not a day I was going on TikTok, on my page. So I just want to say thank you. You grinding yourself, and you deserve your flowers too, man. Everything you doing great. You was talking about I don't even know how to use OBS yet. You talking about my OBS need to record and all of this. You got your mic in your hand, so I just want to give you your flowers too, man. You doing your thing, and real recognize real. So I appreciate you. That just made my day. So.
Man, thank you. I do what it takes. That's always been
Mhm.
my thing. Always learning. Like I've literally just learned how to use the OBS within the past week.
Mhm.
Like I was like, I need to do more interviews because I know so many people that because of their accounts or the way the algorithm set up, they're not brought into the spotlight more. So that's what my channel's more about. Because most of the people on my TikTok page, I don't follow a lot of huge creators. I follow more people who are like actually about their craft. Like 90% of my page is probably cosplayers because
Mhm.
I enjoy that craft. People who create, people who share their stories. I feel like those are
Mhm.
the things that should be popularized more
Mhm.
than some of the other just shenanigans that's on the internet.
No, tell me about it. Like, there's people I'm not here to say nobody's grind, nobody's crap, but it's like there's people who have a platform and who go viral for the most. I'll just say it like this, like the most interesting videos. Like they're not really, there's not much thought put behind it, or it's just something that's just like this is you have a platform because you're doing X, Y, and Z. You feel me? Compared to people who are like really crafting, grinding, and really trying to make it. And the algorithm is a very interesting place, and we can definitely talk about it. Like I know you tell me I should document it more and stuff like that. On a side note, like I do try to document everything. I have a homie who records everything, so hopefully the goal is when I do make it, I can do a little Kanye genius moment. We have a documentary. You get to see like how I made it and how I got to where I was. But when it comes to the algorithm, like man, that's another thing. Like there was a point at time like where like I would go viral on videos, but I wasn't getting no followers. So it kind of, to be transparent, it would get discouraging. It's just like, man, I would come up with these fire ideas, video go viral, but my followers wouldn't grow. You feel me? So I definitely like understand what you're saying, like where you're coming from. So yeah.
Yeah. So I had to learn to not let that discourage me
Mm-hmm.
because I've had like big growth spurts, but what I would view a success was still under. Like I would have like mad views and like you say nobody will follow me. But then I had to go back and think about it. Although I don't have a million followers, there are thousands of people who have viewed my videos. And with somebody, I can't remember where I picked this up, but they were like, "Yeah, your video might not have a million views. Your video might only have 1,000 views. But can you imagine 1,000 people in one room with you?" And they said that's the equivalent. And I feel like when it does that, as long as your video getting views, that means somebody saw it. And every like means somebody enjoyed what you did more than the next person. And that always keeps me to keep going because I've been doing a lot of stuff for a long time and I've seen people come up with shorter spans than me and be more
Mm-hmm.
successful. Like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, I've been looking more at my YouTube analytics and
Mm-hmm.
it kind of crushed me. But at the same time, it's my own fault. I've been doing YouTube, this one at least, for 10 years now, and
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
have over 300 subs.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. And like most people would have quit by now. I just haven't put in the real effort to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people, like I said, after 10 years, they've been millionaires with YouTube. Me, I haven't cracked 300 followers, but that's my part. But at the same time, it's still plenty of people that watch my videos, so that keeps me going because it just means somebody out there likes what I do,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why.
And that's stuff that matters at the end of the day. At the end
Yeah,
of the day.
exactly. I mean, everything will come there at the end, you know. Especially with you, if you keep doing what you're doing, because your page is really unique. It's not a lot of people that I see at least that even say that they're a Levi designer, and just with the repertoire of things that you do, like it's not a lot of people that do that. It's just getting to those people and people with crafts such as ours. It takes more effort to get to the top, which is
Mm-hmm.
more to which is I feel like is better though because you
Mm-hmm.
actually get people that rock with you on the way up,
Yeah.
opposed to people who get that instant fame. They're just somebody who watch your video for 5 seconds and now
Yeah.
they
No.
gone.
Exactly. No, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. No, thank you for that. It's a blessing, bro. Like, I got Levi's is my first job out of college. I was an intern in 2021.
Dang,
I got the full time offer. So I was 22. I'm 25 now, but like, yeah, I was 22. That's my first job out of college, and like, I know there's not that many people of color in the anime space. Not the anime space, the design space. So it's just like knowing that I've been blessed with such a platform. I just want to be able to be a light to everybody and just let them know, like, no, like this exists and this can happen. You know. So.
and while we kind of on the topic of creators, earlier you were saying you were reaching out to people reaching out to you for like different pieces and stuff. Do you know Imani, anime anti weeb Imani on TikTok?
Nah, I don't. If
So
I, well, if I but if I don't, I probably seen their content.
yeah, so
Like
she
if I see their content.
yeah she reviews like a lot of anti weeb, which I've just learned the term is like when it doesn't look like anime, but it is like maybe like those jacket with just like Tanjiro's robes on it,
Mhm.
but it has no Demon Slayer on it.
Mhm.
And her
Mhm.
collection for one is amazing. It's fire.
Okay. Okay.
And so she like I said, she reviewed every big brand and the small ones.
Mhm.
So her page is definitely somebody I would recommend following,
Oh,
especially with you
look, please,
being
bro, please send that after. I
yeah,
definitely want to
especially
tap
with you
in.
being in design. And
Mhm.
just a side note, she really cool. I actually kind of like with you last year. I had her in a video by accident, found her page, and then followed her. And then this year we actually met up and had a conversation.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
so I'm trying to get more into that space since I am trying to do my own anime clothing line, and I want to talk to
Mhm.
more people that's in that space because I've designed for a long time, but I still
Mhm.
feel like talking with other people enhances your ideas and broadens your thought process on it. Because believe it or not, I am not a fashion person. I'm probably one of the worst fashion people that wear clothes in this world. Like I honestly don't get fashion most of the time,
Mhm.
mainly because so I'm gonna just say it's wacky, but like it brings out more of people's personalities, and that's what I'm realizing with fashion. It's more personality driven than the chaos that some people actually wear on them. But
Mhm.
everything just not cool to me. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe I'm a simple person or it's just certain things I don't like, but fashion is so different. It's a space that I do want to foot in for that realm of always being able to create something, and there's always somebody there that likes
And at the end of the day, like fashion is subjective. You feel me? Like what you like is what you like. What I like is what I like, and we don't gotta like the same thing. And it's just like that's where your own style comes into play. Like, what are the things that you like to wear? Like, for example, right? Like outside of cosplaying, you more than likely gonna see me wearing a hat and hoop earrings, and that's because like I'm a big Bryson Tiller fan, and he wears hats and hoop earrings, and I've made that my own little trope. So it's just like fashion is subjective. Like what works for you works for you. It don't You don't have to be like everybody else. And to be transparent, like that is a big thing where like I do feel like it's going on in the fashion space. Everybody's trying to dress like everybody. Everybody's trying to dress to like a certain aesthetic and stuff like that. They're not. I feel like there's not like a lot of not a lot of people, but I do feel there's a thing where people aren't being authentic of what they like. They're just dressing like it because they saw somebody else dress like it. And not to say you can't be inspired by someone's like style and aesthetic, but I mean in the sense of like they're not making it unique to them or like putting their own twist on it. It's just like a hope that makes sense.
Yeah, like sound biting. I think is what they call
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
it. Yeah,
exactly.
but yeah, it's something I want to be more into because I like being in spaces where I can do the same thing, but it's different every time I do it. That's why I enjoy cosplay because I can
Mhm.
always make a new cosplay, but still be in the realm of creating costumes in a sense. Because I mean, I have like 4 or 5 cosplays like I need to make now that I'm always, oh, I
Mhm.
can do this, I can always improve that. So that's why I kind of like fashion. But like I said, at the same time,
Mhm.
I don't understand it. And when I say I don't understand it, I want to be in the space of not only can I make things that I like, but how can I grasp the needs of other people? Like when I think
Mhm.
about clothing, I look at it as a multi tool. Like not
Mhm.
only does it look good, but what does
Mhm.
it do for the customer?
Mhm.
So that's I'm gonna need your help with because
Oh yeah, I got you.
you been in that space.
No,
Uh
I got you. Like the whole goal is about giving back. That's like my biggest thing. Being able to give back. Someone helped you get there. It's only right. Like you give back. That's the way I view it. You feel me? It's like, and for me, it's like there's room for all of us at the top. Like why
oh
would you want to come up and be alone? You feel me?
yeah, that's what I try to do too. Like a lot of my friends support me heavy, but I've been trying to get them more into the creator space because, like I said, they like my videos, they watch my videos. Any one of them will be in a video at any given time, but I've told them there's a day when I feel like I'm gonna actually make it, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, them people around you are cool too. Let me go follow them." And I'm like, if y'all
Mhm.
already create
Mhm.
y'all thing, y'all got something for them to go to already.
Mhm. Mhm.
Or
That's really.
or even another chance I told them, I said, the things that y'all do or like, people might mess with that a lot faster than what I've been doing. So that would just create another avenue for more people to like what I do because we always in each other's, different projects and things.
Mhm. 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 Mm-hmm. No, it's true, and it's just like, to be honest with you, I think that's the best formula. Like, if you really think of the people who really made it, they didn't make it by themselves. They definitely had a team effort, and they brought themselves with them. RDC is a prime example. Like, they're all just either friends or family relatives, and they stick together and they blew up together. And they're just one group, or even just like to anybody, to be honest with you, a lot of people are doing kind of like look at everything Berlizzi and them are doing. Like that's the same equivalent. There's a bunch of groups that they stick together and they took each other to the top. So like,
Yeah, people try to emulate that, but the thing is what I and it's something I've closely had an interaction with. People forget the
mm-hmm,
genuineness. They always just like let's be like this group instead of let's be a group. Like I feel like they genuinely like being around each other, hanging with each other. Like them
mm-hmm,
and AMP, like as a like off camera, I feel like they would be the exact same. And not
no,
enough
literally,
people are like that. They worry more about the content and more where are we going instead of let's just show people our journey and see what happens at the end. Because I feel like that's what
mm-hmm.
they did.
No, literally, that's literally what it is. Like that's really all we have to say to it. Like that's really all it is. You know. It's a beautiful thing. It's authentic, and that's how things. Like when things are, in my belief, when things are authentic, that's when they blossom to what they're meant to be because it's genuineness.
And that's why I love doing interviews and vlogs because it's no scripts involved. It's just the actual interactions and what we feel. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
why I love doing this. And it just
Mm-hmm.
feels amazing
Mm-hmm.
every time I do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I agree. And I appreciate you. Like you, like before you told me, like you said, you literally just DM me on TikTok. You was just like, "You want to do this interview?" I'm like, "I'm down." You know, I didn't even ask you. Oh, do I got to answer questions? Do I spell anything? I was just like, "Oh, we just doing an interview." And I knew we was just gonna just have like a natural conversation and just talk. You feel me? So.
Yeah, that's what people usually ask me when I do an interview. They be like, "What's the topics?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I never do a script. I never have a true topic. I just do all my interviews out the dome because I want them as natural as possible. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see it seems to work, you know. But I
Oh, it's
do
working.
like
That's what I'm saying.
I do a
It's
little
working.
bit of research on people, like anything they've done or been into. I try to do some. I'm not the best one, but I try to. Most of the people I do interviews with though, there are people I'm already engaged in what they do, so it's easier
Mm-hmm.
for me to talk about them. So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
mostly try to do like people like that. I don't really just try to go out my way for certain people. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I it's been a minute since I even just asked you to do the interview because I want to know, see what I can find out about you to even just ask you questions off the dome like that.
Mm-hmm. I
But
see what you're
we'll
saying. That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
go ahead.
No, yeah, no, that's dope because it's like you still did your research. You know what I'm saying? And you know like what you're getting yourself into as someone who's trying to get into the interviews and doing that because that's also important. So I know that's dope. Like I appreciate you. Even if you did reach out to me back then, if you did now, if you were to reach out to me a year or two year later, like I appreciate you reaching out. Like I got you. Like when you told me, I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yeah, I got you. I'll do it.
And I always appreciate that doing an interview. Like I got you got to stay tuned. I got a couple more, and I do want to start doing some bigger videos with like multiple people in them. So like I
Mm-hmm.
try to do an interview, with certain people. Then later on, I'm gonna start bringing multiple people, into a call and just get
Mm-hmm.
different creative minds, and you might come up with something. Who knows? But Will,
You know
I
I'm down.
really appreciate you coming on, bro. It was fantastic. I hope more people get to know more about you real soon. If not, don't worry, I'll push it out for you.
Hey man, I appreciate you. Same here, bro. Like you deserve your flowers, bro. Like for real. And I just appreciate you to just being so welcoming to me, bro. Especially in this anime space. Like I've always been a fan of anime, but the anime space is still new to me. And I'm still navigating it. So I appreciate you like being one of my first homies, friends in this thing, and like just being real with me. Like I don't take it for granted. So I appreciate you for just having me and just even just being there. You feel me? So.
No problem, no problem. We gonna definitely be talking more. Also, before you go, tell me what is your favorite anime and what's your current new favorite before we go.
Oh, I got you. So my favorite anime. Do I have? I got a Funko Pop right here. One of my favorite animes is Naruto. I'm day one. I literally remember when Naruto came on Toonami back in '05. My cap and gown graduation was designed like the Hokage cloak.
I wish
So
I had
definitely,
did that. I wish I had did that for
I
one.
did it, bro. I had to. I had to do it. I had to do it. So definitely Naruto, and I got my little Funko Pop right here. Yu Yu Hakusho, man. The shows. I know people love Hunter x Hunter, but this is what he made before Hunter x Hunter, and this right here is goaded. And this show inspired a lot of shows that we watch now, including Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach. But Naruto and Yu Yu Hakusho are definitely my top two.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get you on the show with one of my homies. He makes music. I'm gonna follow you on Instagram so I can send it to you. He is
All right,
the
bet.
biggest Yu Yu Hakusho fan of all time. I guarantee you.
Yu Yu Hakusho has the best theme song ever. I don't care what nobody says. That theme song is the best theme song ever, and I feel like it can put an instant smile on anybody's face.
Yeah, yeah. The whole feel of the show is so friendly, welcoming, and then you got your nice crisp action. Like it was like one of the perfect animes of that time. Fresh out of school, and you get to see all this action and everything. Well,
Nah, I
that's
agree. No, no,
fan-
yeah, but yeah, my bad. Yeah, but nah, let me know. Yeah, send that my way because I'm down.
yeah. So I'm gonna have to get y'all on the show one day so we can just have a full blown anime discussion, especially about the older anime. Cause I do love Yu Yu Hakusho. That is one of my favorites.
Hey,
My favorite of all time is Code Geass.
is what?
Code Geass.
Oh, cool. I need to watch. I've seen clips, but I need to watch it.
Man, so have you ever seen Death Note?
Oh, of course. Oh, I heard it's on the same type of
Code
vibe.
Code Geass is Death Note, but with mechs. And this is what I always tell people. So it's not like Gundam though. The strategic like mindset of the main character and just the just like in Death Note, the hiding he has to do about his second personality
Mm-hmm.
is it makes the mechs take a backseat to the whole story.
Mm.
So the whole show is like an entire chess game. It's really really cool. And probably one of my
I'm having.
new favorites would be
Mm-hmm.
Kaiju number 8.
See, I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that. I know the manga's doing really well. I know the anime just came out, so I definitely, I heard it's well received, so I definitely need to lock in with that one too.
Yeah, yeah. If not gonna lie, if Solo Leveling don't actually drop they movie or part 2 this month, I give Kaiju number 8 anime of the year.
Oh, for real? Dang. Okay, not Bleach.
Nah, nah, nah. I can't do recurring. Bleach is great. Don't get me wrong, but that
But you talking
Kaiju
about
number.
new? You talking about new?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, Bleach is still cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's just the intensity Kaiju number 8 brings in just the first
Mm-hmm.
season is crazy, and like the
Mm-hmm.
last 2 episodes leave you wanting so much more. Like I gotta read the manga real soon, and I'm not a heavy manga reader, but that's one I
Mm-hmm.
gotta go and pick up.
Okay. No, I'm definitely gonna tap in there for sure.
Well, all right, Will. I really appreciate you. Like I said before, we definitely gonna keep collabing, and definitely gonna get you back on the show real soon.
No, no, thank you, bro. Just let me know. I'm ready. No hesitation.
No problem. And I'm gonna drop all the Will links in the bio, so y'all go check the boy out, listen to everything he got to do, and definitely check out the man Fits on a weekly basis. If yeah, he still do them every now and then, but yeah, the man weekly Fits be crazy.
No,
So
thank you. Though. I'll be posting. So yeah, just tap in. My TikTok, Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, on all platforms. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to DM me, and he'll drop the comments in the link below. So yeah.